Hello YouTube, Petrassi Music here, and this is my very last lesson now for the Yes album project, and it's a guitar lesson for Shine by Jason Mraz. So you can check up the playlist on my channel and I'll link it below in the annotations at the end of the video. Okay, so first point starting the lesson is that there is no capo, and he plays 4 chords for most of the song, and then he plays 2 more chords on 2 occasions. So there's really just 4 chords for the song and 2 extra chords. So we'll quickly run through those chords, and there's a couple of different methods which would be useful to be able to play them in. So starting off, you've got D, then C, then B minor, then B. And those are the 4 chords you can do for the song, and if you're happy with that, then work away and you've got the whole song pretty much ready to go. Except for one section which you do need G, and then you move into the B flat. That's sort of the progression that happens halfway through. So for the D chord, it goes open string D, and then you've got the 1st and 2nd finger on the 4th and 6th string of the 2nd fret, and then the ring finger goes here on the 5th string of the 3rd fret. And then you move on to a C, which is as follows, with the index on the 5th string 1st fret, the middle on the 3rd string 2nd fret, the ring finger on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. And then our bar chord, which you can play as a bar chord or you can play as a power chord. If you were playing as a power chord, it would just be these 3 strings. So index here, 2nd string, 2nd fret, and the other 2 fingers here on the end on the 3rd and 4th string of the 4th fret. But if you're doing the full bar, which does sound nicer, but it is harder to do for a lot of people, then you're going to be doing the middle finger here for the 5th string, 3rd fret, and then you're using your index to bar the 6th string. Then it moves to a B flat chord, which you have to have your full bar here again. And then you can either use your ring finger here to bar these 3 strings, the 3rd, 4th and 5th, or you can use these 3 fingers to bar those, to fret those 3 strings. So I don't actually know the melody line too well, but I'll sort of get a gist of the song with these chords just so you can understand where they come in. Once upon a time there's a meeting of minds. The sun and the moon made a deal with the sky. One would take the morning and the other the night. Together they would blanket the world with light. You see, I actually don't know the melody and I'm sorry about that, but that's just generally where the chords come in anyways. And he repeats that again. She said, I'll shine on you, I'll shine on you, I will shine on you, I will shine on you. That's one little tip when you're going from the B flat and you're going to start the D again. If you do the B flat for half measure, then do a C for half measure as well, then you sort of get a step up. I mean, if you're doing it in bar chord way, it would go. So yeah, I was showing you the open chord versions, and I'll move on to the other version I'd like it to turn into halfway. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still keep doing this for the whole song. It's just, it suits a bit better to do it kind of power chordy or bar chordy afterwards. But those chords in those sections that I just showed you there, they actually repeat themselves in the form of verse 2 and chorus 2. And then when that chorus 2 is finishing up is when we get the extra 2 chords, which are G and A. So for this bridge section, it's going to start with the G, then go A, B flat, then C, D. And that's the way I like to do it. You're getting the big step up. But it's also entirely possible to do this with open chords. Well, except for these ones, unfortunately. But just the B flat actually. That one's a bit awkward. I mean, you could just do power chord for that. So there's the open chord version, which goes G, A, B flat, C, D, C, G, A, B flat, C, G, C, D, sorry, B minor, C, no it's not B minor, D, and then it goes, yeah, C, then B minor, then B flat. So if you were to do it the sort of power chordy way, yeah, you can just do it with power chords up here as well, which I think is a lot easier. I just showed you the open chord version because some people like to do it that way, and you can use it for sort of more chilled out versions, I guess. A, B flat, C, D. So we're on fret 3 with the top 3 strings. 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. 8, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 8, 7, 6. Then it goes back into the D section. So for the last section, it goes as follows. It just holds D like that for a while. Then to C, B minor, B flat. So the pattern goes as follows. Down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, up, down. And when you want the sound to stop, I have to do that, otherwise it would go like, sorry. You loosen up on the tension you have on the strings here with these fingers. The way you're fretting them in hard, you just loosen up after you hit the tone. So normally without loosening it's like this, and when you do loosen after, do you see my fingers loosen up? I'm just relieving some of the tension against the strings, pulling off some of the pressure. It's just something that will require a bit of practice. Okay, very last lesson finished. That was Shine by Jason Mraz, and that was also the 14th song on the album Yes. And you can find guitar lessons for all of those songs in the annotations below, and in the credits, and on my channel, and on the playlists. So it's just going to be there, and if you ever need to learn a song from the album, or if any friend wants to learn a song from the album, just send them to my playlists, because I make sure they're simple, fast, and very accurate, because I learn all of the songs from Jason Mraz's live performances that he does. So with that, I will be ensuing new sets of lessons next week or the week after, and these lessons will mostly be made up of requests initially, I think, or just other songs that I think a lot of people will enjoy and that a lot of people need, that there aren't on YouTube, that the lessons aren't on YouTube. And oh yeah, I might be getting a couple of more Jason Mraz style lessons up soon, which are more about the techniques that he does when he plays guitar. There's two in particular that he does in most of his songs that he plays, or he has done in many songs, and which are pretty difficult to do. But I've spent a long time learning them, so I might be putting up a lesson for either of those techniques soon if there's enough interest. So guys, thanks a million for watching and sticking through with me till the end of this project that I set up about 8 or 9 months ago. So it's finally finished and now I can move on to bigger, better things. So thanks again for watching and bye bye.